Today we're going to talk about the shifting, 换绑. As you know, on the Erhu, we kind of keep moving up and down and up and down and not up and down because we only got 2 strings. Not like the violin, which has got 4. They're just staying here forever. They don't have to move and they play the whole tune. So with shifting, there are 3 positions we need to shift. For something we have to remember when we're playing. When we're playing the first position, which is, which we know this, and the position of the hands are slightly, that's the big, the between the fingers are quite big, the gap. And well, as we're going down to the second position, our fingers are need to be slightly closer, and then the third one is much more closer because the more down, then the finger gaps are smaller and much more, you know, closer. Like that's the 3 positions we have got on the Erhu. How are we going to shift from one position to the others? Which place and of the hand are the most important? How are we going to do it? To start with, we have to think about, just say shift from the top to the bottom. Say like we went to a room, there is no switch on the wall. It's old-fashioned pulling ones. When we're doing the shifting from the top to the bottom, and we need to just do that, like pulling the strings like that, like pulling the strings. And when we come back from the bottom, the feeling of it, or you look at it, is just like when you pick up something on the lower down on the floor and something gentle, something light, like a string, you're pulling up like that. So the wrist has a little bit coming upwards, like this. That's how the way we're coming up. Look at my hand. Now I'm going to move this a bit so you can see the this wrist slide coming up a little bit. That's how we're going to go down and up. When we're playing, there are 3 types of changing the positions, shifting, yeah? The first type is the same finger shifting. That's the same finger shifting. And the second one is different finger shifting. From the first finger, go to the third finger. So when I did that, you see my elbow drop down and my arm and my elbow come down straight away. Now I'm going to coming up. So I'm coming up a bit, yeah? So that's the different finger shifting. Then there's another type of shifting, which is open string shifting. What I mean is, there always, when you play the notes, and there's that open string for you to play, and between the open string, you have to move. Say, for example, I'm on the second position of the second finger. Then I've got to play our A, open string. By doing that, if I have an open string, always change my position whilst I am playing the open string, like that. that's the open string. My hand's here already, like that. When I play open string, I always put my hands down there, waiting for the next note to coming up. And if it's slow, it's okay. You don't have to, move down. But when you play fast, you really have to move down there to waiting for the next note. So like that. So you have to move. So what I'm trying to say is, when you're playing the 8 strings, if you between the shifting, you always shift while you're playing the open string. That's the 3 types of shifting. Now I'm going to talk about what is right and what is wrong. Okay, so when you're shifting down, some people are shifting like that. So the oboe is hanging like that, and then your hand is like in the position like this, and that is wrong, because when you shifting down, your oboe, your hands should be keep the same position as you were up here, so you know where your hand is, and also you know the position and the measurement in your head. You know where you are. And when you shift there, when you're coming up, you know you can go back to your home note. Then when you're coming up, so when you're coming up, this is very important, because sometimes when they're coming up, they don't coming up to the right place, and that make your pitch go high. So you got to make sure when you're coming up, you always come back to home, and the home is when your hands are touching the changing. That should be the home.